pressure. No pressure. I remember before this trap phase, we was already hustling, getting that pay. The Kirky D, running in the staircase. Why them came running, got a thrill from that chase. Chopper undies, no bare face. Told Smog I'm chopping everything today. Don't hog, why you shocking, acting big? Con, I'm going across the bridge, gotta re-up, get some weight. 8, you leaving out 11, don't be late. Stop at 7, pick a boogie on the way. Clumber, we getting them things in. On our waist, bigger back door, pulling if they say we gotta pay. Wiley find a corner, buy out the bar, JB and Toba Chung. Use some Project Superstars, roll fat backs all night like Cuban cigars. We take Robbie D outside, he bought the bar. Soon as RP reach in, they know who we are. Max beats all night, then it's back to the cart. 401 or DVP, then it's back to the park. Never had to tell a day one to do was effing park. Not like Bobby Dredd and Eggy, never questioned their heart. Just mentioning a 2-day one from the start. It was always in our bloodstream to spit poison darts. Day 1 to day 2, flex out the whip, flex out the bass too. Allah doesn't hate you. Here's something you can relate to. This is the money that motivates you. The day 1, day to day 2. Flex out the whip, flex out the bass too. Allah doesn't hate you. Here's something you can relate to. This is the money that motivates you. Men on the block, serious talk. Don't even think about making a chop. Better off at Lakeshore, where they're dressing up to take yours. Back then it was Cumberland and Rainbow. Even though I don't want to violate your name though. Blast a little higher but I aim low. Keep a chip stem in my brain though. Cause I'm gently down the street. Where you fled from the scene, I made it look mean. While you were skimming off the cream, I was living a dream. Prepping and trimming up the greens. To cook something that screams. Is a dish not something you clean? Soap in the sponge. Even though you just hosted the grunge. As long as they up the funds, till you're not satisfied with the crumbs. This how the turf runs. Rats out to bait you. Give them your name in the make too. Still love the women with their slack ways, their front and their back ways. I was sent here to save you, while I entertain and amuse. Day 1 to day 2. Flex out the whip, flex out the bass too. Allah doesn't hate you. There's something you can relate to. Is it the money that motivates you? Day 1, day to day 2. Flex out the whip, flex out the bass too. Allah doesn't hate you. Here's something you can relate to. It's the money that motivates you.
Common sense was made before book sense. Canaanland Moors presents Common Sense with
Legendary, bury me in the North Gate Cemetery, February the 4th day, Son of Mary, day ahead of my born day, independence and law, make civil little lost case, with case laws, we break them down like Jericho, keeping all my lions tamed, I'm Chris Jericho, I'll keep a mask on deck, I'm Rey Mysterio, fake pandemics announced over the radio, annoyed with the game, the joys and the pains, I'm rock bass, mixing with rock the hard way.
Common sense was made before book sense. Canaanland Moors presents Common Sense with
Legendary, bury me in the North Gate Cemetery, February the 4th day, Son of Mary, day ahead of my born day, independence and law, make civil little lost case, with case laws, we break them down like Jericho, keeping all my lions tamed, I'm Chris Jericho, I'll keep a mask on deck, I'm Rey Mysterio, fake pandemics announced over the radio, annoyed with the game, the joys and the pains, I'm rock bass mix it with rock the hard way. I was in a lost state. Rappers stood me up right, brought me to a lost gate. Cooking like I'm Salt Bay, rapping like I'm Denzel. Malcolm X, Deja Vu, Roman J. Israel. And no but I lay in plain sight, but people still can't see it. So the snake's still showing up, the stakes still high, so the race still going up. Warriors of the North Gate, we not slowing up. Born in the manger, sworn to be savior. Walk through the valley of the shadows of the death dip in slavery. Looking for life, the book of Genesis. Astral plane entrances, invoke the nemesis. Abstract images of past lives kicking in. Danger, running for your life, finish him.
Moorish key man or oracle, using trinity powers, decipher allegorical, lost in metaphorical, holy books are metaphysic, facts slap a dirty Moor or a Drew Ali Craig, calling him Thomas or Walter and get your face caved, or cut like a close shave, drowned in my brain waves, squash my heat waves, activating Kundalini, Abyssinia invaded by Mussolini, Selassie I in exile, reptile in Genesis, niggas appearing real, all I see is false evidence, VA are feminists, stomped on by elephants, won't like what prejudice but want Moorish benefits, when you feel the pull magnetic resonance, Apis horns of the sacred book all maleficent, great cosmic mothers, return to blessedness, no pestilence, ace all the testaments, tap into remembrance, never to forget again, use energy right, not put spell effects on men, wandering the earth plane but no they live shades, keeps you a mental slave as the horizon fades, it's been decades since Christian crusades, not enough rebellions, too many vigil bouquets, holding on to the fence, burning on doomsday, war ruled by Mars, it might be on a Tuesday.
Canaanland Moors presents Common Sense and Quick. What we do here is we add some common sense thinking to everyday situations or comments that may arise. Want to give it a try?
Islam Moors, this one is crazy. This one is absolutely crazy. There was stuff going on that was crazy, but this is crazy. This one is freaking crazy. This one is crazy. So, one of the mothers had put up a picture. One of the mothers had put up a picture of her under a sign. Her under a sign that says moral. Right? And she was like, take a look at this. I'm gonna delete everything because this is just crazy. Because, you know, mother's just not even in that realm. But we're gonna go there. We'll go there. Right? And let mother keep her integrity. But we'll go there with these people. So Los Moros 7-Eleven, I sent them the, or her, or whoever the hell they are, I sent them the thing to get on this to explain some of the stuff that they're talking about, but you already know how these people do. You already know how they do. Right? Oh yeah, Islam to all the Moors. Peace and love to all. So this is why we do what we do. Right? As far as active Moors. Moors who, you know what I mean? You might see a Moor smoke a blunt. Sorry, the Moor smokes weed, so you just got to deal with it, that he's going to smoke weed. You just got to deal with it. You might see whatever, you might see some Moors with fronts or whatever like that. No, he's a Moor. Do whatever the hell he wants. He's not violating anybody else's rights. You do whatever he wants. Once you're not violating anybody's rights, violating the Prophet, telling lies and all this stuff, you could do whatever you want. Because you're in your own land. Why shouldn't you be able to do whatever you want? Like, why not? Right? Once you're doing things properly with honor and respect and righteousness, you could do whatever you want because what you're doing is righteous. Right? So, when you get to Canaanland Moors, don't think we're those temple Moors and stuff like that. Right? We're not the Moors that, you know, suit and tie Moors. We're not those Moors. Right? We're t-shirt Moors. We're sneakers Moors. We're not shiny shoe Moors. We're wallabies Moors. right? We're baseball hat Moors. We're NBA champion Moors. Not playing this stuff, we're holier than thou, right? We were niggers too. Don't get it messed up. We were black guys. We had guns. We sold drugs. We pimped women. We did all types of madness. But we're beyond that now. We evolved. We evolved. We realized that something's wrong with what we're doing because it's not righteous. It's some bullshit that we're doing. So, you know what I mean? If we're going to do bullshit, we're going to take whatever we make and we give it back to the nation. If we want to do bullshit like that. You know what I mean? If you want to do bullshit and make shitty rap songs and stuff like that and brainwash our people, the least you could do is take 1% of the $1 billion that you made, that you're on Forbes list and stuff like that, and give that to the Moors. So we could attempt to fix this problem that our people are facing. Because they don't know their self. So people look at active Moors and they think, you know, oh, Moors. And then in their mind, they're seeing the Noble Drew Ali pictures with the suit and the whatever like that. And Moor would not take out his 45 and gun butt you. You're talking crazy. You're trying to violate. Because you had it messed up. You thought this was some church stuff. This is not church. This is Moors have information. Only Moors now. Moors have information to stop these people's children getting taken away by all these whatever. Moors have information to stop you from getting vaccinated by these people. Moors have information so that you can go out there and just travel and don't need insurance, don't need a license, don't need anything that these people are saying you need to have. Moors going out there starting their business now, registering anything, because why should I give you $500 to register my stuff? What the hell are you talking about? Right? There's Moors who have people who got schizophrenia and all this type of stuff. You want to put them in some crazy house and all that. Moors have stuff to fix that. Moors have stuff to fix all these people going to these doctors and thinking doctor guy is the guy, when nature gave you everything and all you need to save yourself. But you don't want that because doctor guy has the stuff on the wall, and so you want to go with that and not allow nature to take its course. You want people to intervene in the natural course of things, which is why you're in the messed up stuff that you're in right now. Because the natural course of things is that we're not Negro, black, colored. We can't be continents. We can't be languages. We can't be anything that we just made up because we feel like saying that we're that. So we're going to make this document because we think that, you know, we're something. So we're going to be this. No. You have to honor your foremothers and forefathers. And the best way to honor them is call yourself what they call their self. Other than that, you're a fraud. So we've come to a certain place in our mind where we know who we are. We're not Negro, black, colored. We're not these temple Moors that you people like to whatever. We're not none of those Moors. Right? So don't look at us active Moors who are doing something to save our people, because we know people that are getting saved from this info that they got from us, that we got from some other Moors who gave it to us and said, hey, take this and give it to your people because they need this. And don't play games with them. Just give them their stuff. But no, people don't want to do that. People want to play games. And then when we tell people, hey, see that guy over there? He's touching little boys or whatever like that. You're like, why are you talking about them? Where's the unity with the Moors? What are you talking about? What do you mean unity? Unity with the traders? And remember, we're not even talking about the black, Negro, colored traders. We're just dealing with in our circle. Forget the traders outside of the Moorish movement. They're not even an issue. They're not no problem. You ain't worried about them. It's these Moors. And then again, when we Moors aren't dealing with this stuff. Moors want to go to court and think that it's about dealing with the judge and all this type of stuff. Right? Moors want to think it's about going to some agency of U.S and then them verifying something about us being Moors. This is what we deal with. This is just one that we're just throwing out to make it a teaching lesson. Right? Okay? Now look how real it is, right? Look how real it is. They're typing right now, but they're not going to push the thing and come on this. They're typing right now. As I'm talking right now, they're typing. This is the agent stuff we deal with. This is the provocateur things that we deal with. But we take everything and make it a teaching lesson. Because you're supposed to learn from the negative things. What's positive? Positive things not doing anything for you. The positive things, the things that are positive, right? The things that are positive are only inspiration for you to keep doing positive. You're supposed to learn from the negative. So we're letting you know right now, right? This is live right now. And whoever the agent is, I don't know who the agent is, they're in our DM messaging us right now instead of pushing the thing and coming live. And got sent the invite or whatever like that to get on. So this is the type of background agent stuff. Like, this is not something I could have went live with. This could have some stuff because, you know, when it comes to these people right here, we just usually just ignore them. But people are waking up to this, and you have to know how real us saying that we're more is. This is how real being a Moor is. That you have, and this is just some, you know what I mean, IG agent. This is just some IG agent. Live right now. So, you know what I mean? Feel free to send $1 million because we put in work out here. Feel free to send $1 million to Rise of the Moors. Feel free to send $1 million to RV Bay Publications. Feel free. Feel free to know that you have a beach house somewhere, and then it's on all these islands where it's sunny there all the time, and all the Moorish elders house them there so they can retire. Do that if you have some finance. If you want to support this, do that. Oh yeah, don't forget, if you have about 20 million for Hakeem Bey, he could use a 20 million. Because he put in work out here. He's not just one of these talking Moors, take picture Moors. Right? And honors to the Moors who've been supporting from day one. With no question, just because it's the right thing to do. They would never, ever push the live button. Right? Yeah. Oh yeah. Islam to uncomfortable conversations. You ought to have some right now. Right? Oh yeah. And if you're free and you want to get it on this, just hit the thing, and we'll make this a uncomfortable conversations right now. Second episode. Just push the thing if you want to get on right now. So the mother put up a picture, right? Now the mother just was standing. Actually, let's just go to the thing. Because it's interesting, man. The mother is standing next to a sign that says moral. right? Some agent from somewhere just going at the mother. Now, one thing, people can talk crazy and whatever, right? But now I'm going to go crazy on the mothers with active Moors. We're in a different place than these Moors that you people deal with. So don't think that our response is going to be like these other Moors' response, where you go on their stuff and they don't respond to you. And always remember, shut the hell up about the back and forth and whatever. Everything is a teaching moment. That's where we're at in our mind. We're not going back and forth with people. We're using the back and forth to make it a class. So you can learn something. Because your people have been playing you. That's why you have nothing right now. So we don't have to pull you in the back and put the mask on you and drive you somewhere and throw you off a boat with brick feet and all that. We don't got to do that. We just keep doing what we're doing, letting people know how real this is. And this is not some club that you're joining. This ain't no club. This is your birthrights. And people are out here. Think about all the people who are unconscious that see whatever, the BS, and then ride with that. I'm not going to be a Moor because on Instagram, or whatever. So we're letting you know they're amongst you. This is just this one, but they're amongst you. And their purpose, like we were talking about yesterday, is war. Which, when you look up the etymology of war, war means confusion. And what are we living in right now? When people are looking around, well, where's the World War VIII is going to happen, and everybody's decoding something? No, war means confusion. The hell are you people talking about? Never do they go to the agents. Never. They always go at the people calling out the agents, which, again, just go get the book Snitch Culture, and it's happening right now. That was a blow to the dome that they weren't even expecting. Made them freeze when he got hit. Snitch Culture. Just go get the book. And you tell me if that's not what's going on right now. Right? But not tattletaling on who you're really supposed to be tattletaling on. You're tattletaling to the enemy. So let's go live. Heard you're talking shit about we are not Moors. We used your kind as slaves. You were our slaves. We used to castrate you. You pretend to be everyone but yourselves. When you see a Negro living among us, it is because he is descendant from black harem slaves, female black harem slaves, hideous monkeys, low IQ, too lazy. That's why you choose to steal instead of building. Our ancestors used to castrate you, and now you pretend to descend from them. Low IQ, ape-looking bastards. We'll take care of you very soon. You are the level 0 of mankind. You suck. You always had and always will. You hate yourselves. And that's why you pretend to be everybody. Of course, I would kill you if you was in front of me. Hey, we are not easy. You'll see. I'll call you. Bastards. You have nothing, we have nothing to do with you, ugly negroids. Bunch of animals. You don't accept your place in the food chain. You are ashamed of what you are. How dare you pretend to be us? We haven't accepted the Romans and you think we would accept you? MFers. When we found you, you were still walking naked in front of your own parents. Oh, we got audio too? Oh shit.
You've built a fantasy world which doesn't exist, in which you are superior, but in fact, you know deep in your heart what you are. You know that you are garbage. You know it. You are too lazy again to make greatness happen. You don't have the sparkle, and you never will. Again, because you are too lazy and too stupid. We are not Arabs. We are Berbers, the Imaziren. We were there before the Arabs, before the Romans, before the Phoenicians, you motherfuckers. And when you see one of you ugly scumbags living in our countries, it's for the same reason that makes you in America from north to south.
I called you twice. Sent you multiple videos. This is what we used to do to you. Now you pretend to be us. We bought 3 of you in Spain as slaves. We are the most barbaric and racist people. We did war on every people who was dumb enough to invade us for centuries, day and night. Powerful, brilliant, refined people, white people. And we did not accept them. And you think we're going to accept you? We are not Moors. You are not us. We Berbers are a distinct race. Not Arabs, not Europeans, certainly not black. Our slaves were black. You try to rewrite history because you are ashamed by it. It makes you remember that you are the sea level of mankind. And it will never change. Look at you now. You have oil, gas, gold, diamonds, uranium. You could build far greater civilizations, even better than our Moorish or Egyptians or others. You try to steal, but you are lazy for that. You don't have the sparkle, and you never will. And you're proving it every day. So lazy that you prefer to steal instead of building. Now, he's mad because you want to be Negroes. He's mad because you want to be colored Africans and all this BS instead of being who your ancient foremothers and forefathers were, who were Moors, which he's verifying to you. That's who the founders of civilization are. Before the Phoenicians, before the whatever, it's the Berbers. Who are those? Moors. You think that was some Europeans? Just let them talk. They tell on themselves. He's a Moro. Black guy. Farrakhan. All you people. He's a Moro. He's an actual Berber. And he's telling you that black is nothing. You are Negro beasts. Didn't we tell you that you're not Negro black colored? Didn't Noble Drew Ali come and tell you in the 20s you're not Negro black colored? Why? Because once you say you're Negro black colored, you cast yourself into the lowest part of society. Isn't that what he just said? Didn't he verifying everything Moore's been telling you about status? He would kill you, just like these Europeans are killing you right now. He even made that reference. He even made the reference. that we're doing to you just like they're doing to you in America right now. But didn't Noble Drawley say that the European going to tell the truth and all that? So if he said, if Noble Drawley told you that European's going to tell the truth, because he's been a liar and he's been the devil and all this stuff, right? Are you going to accept this truth right now? This is no different than the other one when the Asian president of some whatever, his little stuff was flying around. But how these people can't get it together because they're playing this black stuff all the time. And everybody knows the world's not colored, but these dumb people right here, and that's why they get treated like dumb people, because they want to be black. Oh, and then they pass around and say, oh, he's racist and all that stuff or whatever like that. You think he's racist? He's not racist. That's nationalism. Black is a dead status. If you want to be black, this is how they look at you. They're going to kill you. Cut your dick off, cut your balls off and all that stuff because you're black. And they have the pictures to prove what they do to people who don't want to honor their foremothers and forefathers. Just like the European who was the KKK guy and he's cutting off the penis, put it in the jar and stuff like that. Like telling you you're not being yourself. Telling you. That's how we know people have this thing totally lopsided and upside down. They don't even know what they're looking at. Because I know people waiting with the beat down on the guy who's hitting on the Moors. No, he's not lying. And he's not talking about me, because I'm not Negro black colored. All that black stuff he's talking about in there, that had nothing to do with me. Zero to do with me. I'm not Negro black colored. But I get exactly what he's talking about, and I know exactly who he's talking to. Same people who we're talking to, trying to tell them, hey, these people don't respect you. They don't respect you if you're black. Look at how he's talking about. Right? If he said, we've brought few of you in Spain as slaves, he's talking 1492. There was no Spain before 1492. So what's he telling you? This is what happened when they conquered the Moors. The Moors who took the position of, we're going to be Christian, they were all right. They were cool. The Moors who didn't, the rebellious, whatever like that, the Maroons and all those people who they shipped out and all that type of stuff, were these ones, the warrior ones. The ones who would take your head and put your head on the pole and all that stuff so everybody knows, don't come around here with your BS. Not because it's evil, but you touch children, we get to take your head. That's just what the law is. That's just what the law is. Remember, that was during the fall of the Moors. Them doing this stuff right here is when you started not being Moors. Spain, 1492. He ain't lying. Yeah, they bought us as slaves because we were conquered. That's what the Robin Hood movie is about. And then Jamie Foxx was the Moor. And he doesn't know what Moors are? But he's playing a Moor in the movie, but he doesn't know who the Moors are. Really? And then dummies thinking that Moors, if they're not black, are only pale people. No, they're dark people too. There's dark-skinned Berbers who get honors and respect. They don't get treated like the nigger. They don't get treated like this. But of course, our people are not going to hear that. You know, they're not going to hear that because they want to fight the white man and all this all the time. And they want to fight invisible people and not deal with the real enemy, which is mental slavery. Which, by the way, Noble Drew Ali came to get you out of. In 20s. And where did it start? That you're not Negro, black, colored. That's where it started. You're not Negro, black, colored. So if you want to play Negro, black, colored, or whatever, we're just letting you know, this is how these people look at you in the world. I don't know who this is. I don't care. But the stuff that he's talking about, I wouldn't want to be that. Just like Highwayman said, well, we only kill black people. What are you worried about? Like what? Why are you scared or something like that? Why are you calling people and all this? We don't. We just kill black people. And then that's all you see every article. The black guy, the black guy, the black guy. Well, you don't realize maybe it's because you're calling yourself black why these people are doing what they're doing to you with no remorse. No, you're not gonna. You're just gonna keep doing black even though they're murdering everything black. Everything that says black or I'm black or whatever, you're getting riddled. And you're just gonna say black still. Yeah, there's an alley right there. The guy's down there robbing people or whatever. I wouldn't go down there if I were you. Oh no, it's all right. You know what I mean? Allah's got me and all this. All right. You're a dumbass. That's what it is. So that should be good with regard to Los Moros and the truth about who our people are playing games that they don't want to be Moors. So now we have to take you back into the time capsule. May 10th, 2018. May 12th, 2018. 2018. We thank you for your patience during our recent technical difficulty. We look forward to your continued interest and activity and thank you for your support. However, the universe thanks you more. One of the interesting things that came more clear to us during our 24-hour downtime was transparent exposure to underhanded activities. We found some of the family took advantage of the opportunity in assuming we were out of business and made a full flyer that posted us as out of business. And they took the joy and responsibility for us being down. They said if we come back up, they would shut us down again. And mentioned how now they can disperse the proper lessons of Prophet Noble Drew Ali. We found this very interesting because 1, those lessons have been out for over 100 years. 2, we honor and respect those same lessons. And 3, why weren't they dispersing the lessons all along, whether we were existing or not? In fact, we thought, if they spent their time dispersing these lessons, they may not have time to slander anyone. Clearly, they are not with RV Bay Publications. In case we thought there was some other reasoning in the slander, thanks for letting us know it in pure, unadulterated, lower self-hatred, slander, and all things that harm that navigates their human temple, which is what the Prophet came to help uplift fallen humanity from. And it is a violation of Act 3 in those same bylaws of the association. Some need to either get a new navigator or a new body, temple. We also found a group who put a message on Facebook. Since RV Bay is down, send all of your papers to us. They were talking about proclamations in process intended to be sent to RV Bay and affiliates. Now that was straight up redirect. It reverberates as we speak, as some are still confused about where to send them. This was a classic causing confusion. People often ask, why does it seem that Moors are not unified? And they come up thinking they will be the ones that, quote unquote, bring the unity. Many are united in thought, in spirit, and in deed. Possibly some do not have eyes to see them, and some do not want to be seen. However, that does not mean the energy of unified messages cannot be heard. We recognize the answer, in part to that question, was served to us all from the universe. It is about the mindset, about the mental slavery. As the prophet said, it is not money but national principles that make the man. Definition of unity. In the law of estates, stop right there. Let's go no further. If you still call yourself Negro, colored, black, or act and think in the mindset of a Negro, colored, and black, then you will never find unity, because status and estate mean the same thing. So these redirectors of the energy in question are the Moorish consular court people. Now, we got lessons from Moors before there was even the thought of a Moorish consulate. Before there was even a thought of that, we had information, which is common knowledge to all active Moors. Not some group of Moors could come and tell you about something is what it is. If Moors have been doing something for 20 years, why are you going to come in the 21st year and want to do your own thing? If Moors are doing things that work for 20 years, how is it that you come out of nowhere and then disappear to Shalamore Bay? But then, when we go on your website, you're still up there as a co-consul general. Now, how is it that somebody left something, and word is that he went and took everything to the FBI or whatever like that, and that's known amongst the Moorish consular court people? That's known. That the guy who started it, Shalamore Bay, right here, he left. He vacated his post. That's treason, first of all. Because if you not just vacate your post, not tell anybody that you're vacating your post, that's treason. And you're a co-consular general, that automatically dissolves everything that this thing has been doing. If the co-consular general is a fraud, then and there's nobody that's been put up there in his place. What are you talking about? There's a Moorish consulate. What are you talking about? How? How? We're not even bringing up Taj Tariq Bey because he been paid his dues. He doesn't have to be doing this. He doesn't have to put his name on documents. He doesn't have to. He's done that because he's honorable and he just deals with Moors. But he's also an elder. And elders can be a little naive because they think they know stuff. Because they're elder. And not realize that they're getting played. Even though they got told and stuff like that. But, you know what I mean? They just work with Moors. They're not stressing themselves about who's clean, who's dirty, and all that stuff. Just getting this information out to the people. Well, if there's a guy as FBI that was a co-consul general of something, and then he left, and you knew he was FBI, and nobody, no investigation, nothing like that, you guys just sitting around doing videos still, playing, like, sending documents out and all that stuff, saying that you're running something when there's not even a head of it. Where's the head of this? Because we know this guy's not the head, but he's still on the website. You tell me that these people aren't playing a game with you? Again, these are the same redirecting energy people when the RV base site was down in 2018. Before there was a Moorish consulate, they were setting up their stuff because they knew exactly what they were doing. Now, because they have the elder's face on there, people are running to that like that's something, when the master teacher years ago told you don't follow him. So if he told you don't follow him, why are you following him? Because his face is on some Moorish consulate website, when he said don't follow him. Maybe he knew why he said don't follow him. Because only sheep hear the shepherd. Bird doesn't care what the shepherd's saying. And cows, they don't care. Ants and all that, they don't care what the shepherd's saying. They don't care. And what did people do? Went and followed him. Tore up their paper that they got from Great Seal to go get paperwork through Moorish consulate. We know people who got rid of their... Remember, this is when this whole transition thing was going on. Remember, and then they had their little bring it out to everybody, present the... And they had the stage with all the people sitting at it and whatever like that. That's Moorish Science Temple. What do you mean? What do you mean you're bringing up a new name or whatever like that? What do you mean? If you have a vizier, if you have a emir, that's no different than have a grand sheikh. If you have a consul general, that's a grand sheikh. So what do you mean and then you're running with these people like they're doing something new? And they're the Moorish consulate and whatever. When you didn't even look up damn consulate. You know why you didn't look up consulate? Because you can't look up consulate because there's no such thing as a consulate. It's not even in a dictionary. But you're going to ride with that instead of riding with Great Seal that's been doing this for years. You're going to go with the new guys who just came yesterday. Guy came on, left, gave everything to the FBI that he had. Nobody heard from him ever since or whatever. And he's still on the website. And I'm supposed to take this stuff more serious than Noble Drew Ali and nationality card? Really? You're tripping. You better stop tripping. What work is Moorish consulate doing? What work are they doing? What are they doing for the people out here? What are they doing? Tell me something that they did. They gave somebody some papers. They gave them some Moorish travel document. That's all they did. What did they do? But they're supposed to be doing missionary work. If they say that they're with Noble Drew Ali and all that stuff and red flag, green 5-point star and all, that's Noble Drew Ali. Okay, so if you're Noble Drew Ali, what are you doing for the community? You guys did any food drives or something like that? Like, what have you done? If there's nothing to show, that means they're playing you. Why are you still running with them? Oh, because they came up with some cool thing that's looking cool? They came up with some cool thing looking cool, and now you're riding with them? Instead of riding with the foundation that's been putting their neck on the line for years for you? You're mad because they didn't return an email or whatever? So you're going to jump ship and then go to some traders? They still have Shalimars on the website. How is he off this and they still have him up there? How is he FBI and they still have him up there? And I'm telling you, I got all the emails. I was on Shalamore's email list. Like, I don't know why he didn't take me off the email list when I told him I didn't want to be part of the Moorish consulate. I don't know why he didn't take me off, but I was still on there. So I got the emails. Like, isn't the consulate supposed to help Moors with court cases? First of all, when you go in the law dictionary, there's no consulate. There's no word in there called consulate. And if we do a little research, just a little, do a little research. Consulate. The place or building in which a consul's duties are carried out. Historical, the period of office of a Roman consul. You Roman? Or you Roman now? Didn't Noble Drawley tell you in Christianity chapter about it's given Rome back? Where's the Quran at? Then let's just see what's going on here. Hold on a second. These people are supposed to be with Noble Drawley, right? These people are supposed to be with Noble Drawley. I'm pretty sure that's what they're saying. That they're with Noble Drawley, right? If you got your law book over there, just look up consulate and put the definition in the chat and let us know if consulate's even in your law dictionary. Whatever edition you have, look up consulate. And can they be something that doesn't exist? How can an illusion be real if the people believe that it is the illusion? Now a consulate, if we're going to say that there's a consulate, okay, fine, let's go with the fact that there's a consulate. Okay. There's a consulate. A consulate is the period of office of a Roman consul. Are you Moorish American or Roman? If you're Roman, okay. If you're consulate, if you're claiming consulate, this is what you're claiming. The beginning of Christianity. The foundation of Christianity began in Rome. The Roman nations founded the first church, of whom crucified Jesus of Nazareth for seeking to redeem his people from under Roman yoke and law. Jesus himself was of the true blood of the ancient Canaanites and Moabites of the inhabitants of Africa. Seeking to redeem his people in those days from the pressure of the pale-skinned nations of Europe, Rome crucified him according to their law. Then Europe had peace for a long time until Muhammad I came upon the scene to fulfill the works of Jesus of Nazareth. The holy teaching of Jesus was to the common people to redeem them from under the great pressure of the hands of the unjust, that the rulers and the rich would not oppress the poor, also that the lion and the lamb may lay down together and neither would be harmed when morning came. These teachings were not accepted by the rulers, neither the rich, because they loved the principles of the 10 Commandments. Through the 10 Commandments, the rulers and the rich live while the poor suffer and die. The lamb is the poor people, the lion is the rulers and the rich. And through love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, all men are one and equal to seek their own destiny. and to worship under their own vine and fig tree, after the principles of the holy and divine laws of their forefathers. All nations of the earth in these modern days are seeking peace, but there is but one and true divine way that peace may be obtained in these days, and it is through love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice being taught universally to all nations in all the lands. So if Noble Drew Ali brought me that, why I need consulate for? For what? It's not even in the dictionary to look it up to see what it is. And when you do look it up, it tells you that that's Roman. But then if that's Roman, so it's interesting. It's very interesting. Because Noble Drew Ali told you neither serve the gods of their religion, because our forefathers are the true and divine founders of the first religious creed for the redemption and salvation of mankind on earth. Therefore, we are returning the church and Christianity back to the European nations as it was prepared by their forefathers for their salvation. So if consulate's not in 3rd edition, 4th edition, 5th edition, it's not even on the app that you got, how is there such a thing as a consulate that's Moorish? How? It's an impossibility. But what was the point? The point was to divert all the energy from what Great Seal and RV Bay Publications was doing, to get everybody to disregard their papers with that, put their papers with this consulate, and then the head guy take all the papers and give it into the FBI. To do what? We don't know. But we know that's what happened. And then they're not talking about this, and then you're going to the consulate, right? You're going to them and getting stuff from them when they're FBI now. And anybody, including Taj Tariq Bey, who is openly, because I don't know if he's openly, because I've been watching some House of Ram stuff and I ain't heard him mention consular court once, when he used to mention it a little while back. He couldn't stop mentioning it. It was as if every single class was about consular court. And then all of a sudden, not hearing nothing. We'll be right back. We're getting the countdown.